together and make themselves into a kind of a cohort, network, organization is in any case valuable for its own sake, because when they come together they get a power which they cannot have individually. And whether it's poor women who are picking waste, or women like the one we had in this network, educated women who are looking after or working with NGOs, their coming together is in itself a good thing. The other is to share knowledge. And this region is such an important region and one of the most troubled regions in the world in terms of economic and social conditions apart from rights. Rights is not as bad as the condition, I think, because all our governments are putting rights on the table, but actually the condition of the women in our region is the worst in the world. So that's another reason why they should come together and share knowledge and strengthen each other. And a network is always a good idea because it's a representative group. So you have all the countries represented, so you learn from each other. And a South Asian voice is stronger than an individual voice from any one country. Then you should have some kind of a single or a dual platform. Then your effect is much greater than you have multiple agenda. One of the reasons, in my opinion, UN agencies fail is they have multiple agendas. But so one of the efforts I was making yesterday was to see if they could choose a single agenda, but I believe they've chosen a couple of other agendas, which I'm sure, since they're committed to it, will work very well. I enjoy meeting the next generation, and it was delightful to see such a lot of young people with so much energy and desire to speak and to do. And so when they were saying that in the old days we could do more, I challenged them and said, no, you are not only able to do more, but there are more of you. We were very few and we didn't have internet. But now to see so many women engaged in women's issues and gender justice is just amazing. So it was inspiring to see, and they were all very articulate. And to bring women from Afghanistan is not a joke. So it was a good experience for me. Bit of a problem with movements which engage purely in rights, because as I was saying yesterday, to put down some of these dramatic rights like right to work, right to decent wage, requires the state to provide the money and to legislate. Very often governments say they don't have money. Many, it's truthful, for many it's not on their agenda, but they say they do not have money to put a universal right to health or universal right. So I often feel that putting our voice into that is like putting it into something which requires some other arrangements before that happens. What are the other arrangements? The country must have a good economic situation where it has funds to spend on social issues, and therefore when the West says you must have rights, I always used to say give us the money to have the rights. Of course nowadays many developing countries have the money and we have to push them. But the second reason I worry about the rights language is that one of the major sources of encroaching on individual and human rights, social and economic, is the growth path itself. So you say you want power, you say you want to export cheap, so you put SEZ, you want power, so you build big dams. And they already encroach on people's economic rights to land, to livelihood. You put machines to produce what people could produce by hand. So the inverted commas, the enemy is not the umbrella of rights. The enemy is the kind of economic choices we make. Which is why I think yesterday I was trying to argue that we have to get into economics and we have to strengthen our ability to understand and to speak up as women, not as Marxists, as Gandhians, as liberals, but as women.